Imagine a country that boasts the world's oldest desert. That's Namibia for you. Nestled in the southernmost part of Africa, Namibia is a land of intriguing contrasts. This country, with its vast landscapes and sparse population, is home to the remarkable Namib Desert. This ancient desert stretches over 1,000 kilometers along the Atlantic coast and has been shaping the land for over 55 million years. Namibia's climate is as extraordinary as its geography. Under the relentless sun, the country experiences incredibly hot desert conditions. Yet, despite the intensity of the heat, life thrives here. This resilience is a testament to the adaptability of nature and the indomitable spirit of the people who call this land home. Namibia, with its stark beauty and rich history, is a country like no other. Now, let's dive into the pages of history to understand how Namibia became the country it is today. Namibia's history dates back to antiquity, with its earliest inhabitants leading a nomadic lifestyle. Venturing back in time, we find the Sand People, believed to be the first inhabitants of this land. Known as the Bushmen, they are thought to have roamed the plains and mountains of Namibia for over 20,000 years. Their way of life was a simple one, characterized by a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. With a deep understanding of the environment, they thrived in this harsh, arid landscape, living off the land and following the ebb and flow of the seasons. Their legacy is etched into the very rock of Namibia, in the form of stunning rock art. These ancient etchings and paintings provide a snapshot of a bygone era depicting everything from hunting scenes to spiritual ceremonies. They are silent witnesses to centuries of human history imbued with the spirit of the Sand People. As centuries rolled on, the landscape of Namibia began to change with the arrival of Bantu-speaking tribes from Central and Eastern Africa. These new settlers brought with them a different way of life based on farming and metalworking. They introduced crops like millet and sorghum and mastered the art of iron smelting, crafting tools and weapons that would transform the region. The cultural landscape of Namibia was enriched by these newcomers. They brought with them their own beliefs, customs, and traditions, adding new layers to the tapestry of Namibian culture. The Bantu-speaking tribes established kingdoms and chiefdoms, creating a new social and political order that would shape the future of Namibia. Yet, history is a river that never stops flowing, and the currents of change were soon to sweep over Namibia once again. The arrival of Europeans, however, would dramatically change the course of Namibia's history. In the late 19th century, Namibia became a chess piece in the game of European colonialism. Germany, making its mark on the African continent, declared Namibia, then known as German Southwest Africa, its own. This scramble for Africa was not without its conflicts, and Namibia was no exception. The indigenous Herero and Nama people resisted the German rule fiercely. This rebellion was met with a brutal response, resulting in what is now known as the Herero and Nama genocide. Between 1904 and 1908, tens of thousands of Herero and Nama people were systematically exterminated, a somber chapter in Namibia's history. The winds of change blew over the African continent and the world at large with the advent of World War I. The defeat of Germany saw the transfer of power in Namibia to South Africa under the mandate of the League of Nations. This brought about a new era, but not necessarily a better one. South Africa, with its apartheid policies, extended its racial segregation and discrimination to Namibia. The indigenous people of Namibia found themselves once again under the oppressive rule of a foreign power. This period was marked by the suppression of political dissent, forced labor, and land dispossession. Yet, amid the hardship and struggles, the spirit of the Namibian people remained unbowed. They held on to their traditions, their culture, and their sense of identity. They resisted, they fought, and they hoped for a better future. This resilience would prove instrumental in the years to come. The seeds of rebellion were sown, and the fight for independence was about to begin. The colonial era was harsh. It was brutal. But it was not the end of the story for Namibia. But just like the sun rises after a dark night, Namibia's dawn of independence was on the horizon. The mid-20th century marked a turning point in Namibia's history, as the winds of freedom started to blow. It was during this period that the Southwest Africa People's Organization, better known as SWAPO, emerged. This political party and liberation movement, formed in 1960, became the beacon of hope for a nation yearning for independence. SWAPO's primary objective was to end South African rule and establish an independent Namibia. The struggle was not an easy one. The journey to freedom was marked by a protracted armed struggle that lasted for almost 30 years. The organization's military wing, the People's Liberation Army of Namibia, fought relentlessly against the South African forces, refusing to bow down until their homeland was free. But the battle was not only fought on Namibian soil. The international arena also became a crucial battleground. The United Nations played a pivotal role in Namibia's struggle for independence. In 1966, the UN General Assembly revoked South Africa's mandate to govern Namibia, declaring it illegal. However, South Africa refused to comply, leading to further international pressure. This non-compliance led to a landmark case in the International Court of Justice in 1971. The court ruled that South Africa's continued presence in Namibia was illegal, and it was obligated to withdraw immediately. Despite this ruling, South Africa continued to hold on to Namibia, leading to further escalation of the armed struggle. Throughout the 70s and 80s, the pressure both within Namibia and internationally continued to mount. Protests, strikes, and armed confrontations became the order of the day as the people of Namibia intensified their fight for freedom. Finally, after years of struggle and sacrifice, the dawn of independence arrived. On March 21, 1990, Namibia's long-fought dream of independence came true. After decades of resistance against oppressive rule, the people of Namibia could finally breathe the air of freedom, and their nation took its rightful place among the community of independent nations. Finally, on March 21, 1990, Namibia's long-fought dream of independence came true. From the ashes of its tumultuous past, Namibia has risen like a phoenix. In the realm of politics, Namibia stands firm as a stable democracy, with a multi-party system that ensures diverse representation. The country's constitution, hailed as one of the most progressive in the world, safeguards human rights and rule of law, embodying the spirit of freedom that was hard-fought and won. The heartbeat of Namibia's economy is the rhythm of pickaxes striking rock in the mining industry, and the rustling of crops and livestock in the agricultural sector. Its mineral wealth, including diamonds, uranium, and gold, is a treasure trove that has attracted global investors. Meanwhile, agriculture, though challenged by the arid climate, remains an integral part of the economy, sustaining livelihoods and preserving traditional ways of life. Yet, Namibia is not just about politics and economy. The country is a vibrant tapestry of cultures, with over a dozen ethnic groups each contributing their unique threads. From the Ovambo in the north to the Nama in the south, Namibia is a living museum of traditions, languages, and arts. But what truly sets Namibia apart on the global stage is its commitment to environmental conservation. In fact, it's the only country to include nature protection in its constitution. This dedication is seen in its expansive national parks and in its world-leading population of free-roaming cheetahs. Here, the cheetah, swift and elegant, is a symbol of Namibia's resilience, its ability to adapt and thrive in even the harshest conditions. So, as we look at Namibia today, we see a nation that has not only survived, but thrived. It has embraced its past, learned from it, and used it as a foundation to build a future that is inclusive, diverse, and sustainable. A future where every Namibian, like the cheetah, is free to roam and flourish in their homeland. Indeed, Namibia's journey from an ancient land to a modern nation is a testament to its resilience and spirit. Namibia, a land of ancient history, colonial struggle, and vibrant modernity. We've journeyed through time to explore this enigmatic country, starting with the ancient San people, whose rich cultural heritage still echoes across the arid plains today. From there, we delved into the tumultuous colonial era, a time of conflict and change that left an indelible mark on Namibia's history. Yet it was through this struggle that the seeds of independence were sown, leading to a hard-fought victory that gave birth to the Namibia we know today. In the present day, Namibia is a vibrant tapestry of cultures, traditions, and landscapes, each contributing to the unique character of this fascinating nation. Despite the trials of the past and the challenges of a hot climate and sparse population, Namibia stands as a beacon of resilience and diversity, a testament to the enduring spirit of its people.